Hello, I am Gauri. Let us see about proportional controller or P controller. So, coming to definition, in proportional controller, the actuating output is proportional to the error. This is CT is actuating output. It is directly proportional to the error. So, CT is equal to Kc into Et plus Cs. Kc is the proportional gain of the controller. Cs is the controller bias when actuating signal is 0. This proportional controller is described by the value of proportional gain Kc. So this Kc is the proportional gain equivalently by its proportional band. This proportional band, it characterizes the range over which the error must change in order to drive the actuating signal of the controller over its full range. So between measuring device and final control elements comes the controller. Its function is to receive the measured output signal YMT and after comparing it with the set point YSP to provide actuating signals CT in such a way that the output should come to the desired set point value YSP. So the input to the controller is error, that is difference in the set point minus difference of the measured control variable. So now coming to the transfer function of the proportional controller. So transfer function is defined as transfer function. GS is defined as Laplace transform of the output divided by Laplace transform of the input. This Laplace transform, it is used to find out the solution or to solve the linear or linearized differential equations. So larger is the gain, equivalently the smaller is the proportional band and higher is the sensitivity of the controller actuating signal. So this C dash T is equal to Ct minus Cs. Ct minus Cs. So it is actuating signal C dash T. So C dash T is equal to Kc into Et. So this gain of this proportional controller, it comes to be Kc. Gain of the proportional controller, it comes to be Kc. So different objectives. What are objectives of the controller? Objectives of the controller. First is to ensure the stability of the process, to maintain the constant set point. What is main objective? To maintain the set point value at fixed point. Second is manipulate or suppress the influence of external disturbance or process variable. Next is manipulate process variables for maximum stability and optimize the economic performance. So depending upon how many controlled outputs and manipulated inputs, we have two types of control configuration. First is single input. This first is single input, single output, that is known as SISO, and multiple input and multiple output, that is known as MIMO. Multiple input, multiple output. So chemical process industries, this multiple input and multiple output configuration is used. Let us consider one tank in which heater is there and level control is there. So first is, if the control objective, that is controlled output is to keep the liquid level at desired value by manipulating the effluent flow rate, we have SISO, single input, single output. Level is to be controlled by change in flow rate. Suppose level and temperature of the liquid are to be maintained at desired values. So for manipulating temperature as well as level, the steam flow rate and the effluent flow rate, so we have multiple input, multiple output. So coming to this diagram of configuration, so this is the controller. We are giving set point to the controller, it is YSP. This is the control output, this is the controlled variable Ym, this is the process, and this is the manipulated variable M. Sometimes this disturbance is also known as process load or process variables. So a feedback control action take following steps: measures the value of output, it may be flow, pressure, liquid, temperature or composition, using the appropriate measuring device. It may be orifice meter, it may be for pressure it may be a pressure gauge. Let Ym be the value of indicated measured output. It compares with the indicated value Ym to the desired value Ysp, that is the set point. So let the deviation or error, it is Ysp minus Ym. The value of the deviation E is supplied to the main controller. The controller in turn changes the value of manipulated variable in such a way so as to reduce the magnitude of the deviation. The controller does not affect the manipulated variable directly but through another device. Usually it may be a control wall. So this is known as final control element. Let us see graph of this is level control. So here this is the time and this is height of the tank. So this is a proportional controller graph. So this first value is Kc3. So second is Kc2. This is Kc1. So this is Kc1, Kc2, Kc3. So what is main drawback of this proportional controller? This will be the actual set point. So but real set point which we have given to the controller, it is this value. So some offset is there. So this is main drawback of this proportional controller. So let us see some few advantages and disadvantages of the proportional controller. So main advantage is it helps in reduce the steady state error. This makes the system more stable. Next is slow response of overdamped system can be made faster with the help of these controllers. So there are different types: first order system, second order system. So slow response of overdamped system, it can be made faster with this type of proportional controller. Now disadvantages of, so major disadvantages: some offset is always there in the system. So real set point is different from the set point obtained by this proportional controller. So it increases the maximum overshoot of the system. Let us consider one example. This is a distillation column. In distillation column, depending upon the difference in the volatility or boiling point, different products are separated. So this is a distillation column. So this is distillation column. Here is the what is requirement, the 98% composition of the distillate is required. Suppose 98% composition of gasoline is required for a, we can say, crude oil refining. So this distillate purity is 98%. So this is a composition analyzer. Now here is controller. So this controller is provided with set point. What is set point? 98% mole percent of the product is required. So this is composition analyzer. This controller, it will send signal to this control valve so as to adjust the reflux ratio of this product. So this is the controller. Here this controller is given as product purity 98%. This is composition analyzer or composition measuring equipment. This is the controller. It will send signal to this reflux control valve. So accordingly it will change the condensate flow to this distillation column. So this is condensate flow to the distillation column. So this is good. This is example. This in distillation column, composition 98% purity of the distillate is required. So this is the controller. It will first measure the composition of the distillate which is coming. It will compare with the set point. Accordingly it will operate this flow control valve so as to adjust the reflux ratio of this distillation column to get 98% purity. There are different types of control systems. So this is first, this is flow control system. So in this type, here orifice meter is used to measure the flow. So this is a controller. This is controller. So what parameter is to be controlled? That the flow rate of discharge flow rate of this pump is to be monitored. So this orifice meter is used to measure the flow rate. So this is the controller. Set point is provided. So accordingly this controller, it will operate this discharge valve of the pump so as to maintain the constant flow rate. It may be a reactant or a product. Now next is, again this is also flow rate. This is also flow control system. So here also orifice meter is used. Now next is pressure control. Next example is pressure control. So it is used to maintain the pressure of the gases in a tank. So this is a controller. So it is used to measure the pressure. It will compare with the set point. Accordingly it will operate this control valve. So second is again here also it is used to maintain the suction pressure of the pump. So this is pressure measuring device. This is controller. So what is the suction pressure? Is set point of the suction. According to the suction pressure of the set point, suction pressure set point of the pump, this control valve, it will operate depending upon the actuating signal by this controller. Now next comes same. This is the same example of distillation column, but here pressure or temperature is monitored. Suppose there is a mixture of different volatile components, so this temperature will change, accordingly pressure will change. So this controller, again it will adjust the reflux ratio to the distillation column. So this controller, it will send to signal to this control valve. Accordingly it will adjust the reflux ratio. So this is the example of temperature control. So depending upon the bubble point of this distillation column and dew point of the mixture inside this distillation column, this temperature control will operate, this temperature control. Next is the composition control. So this composition control, already we have seen one example. So this pressure proportional controller, it is mostly used in float valves, thermostats and humidistats. If you like this, please subscribe it.